All right, so now that we done put together our custom schedule for year 2, it's time to go ahead and start filling out our recruiting board with the new prospects and taking a look at. We got a lot of voids here. We need a QB, we need a running back, we need 2 tight ends, 3 tackles, 5 guards, 2 edge, 4 outside linebacker, 2 cornerbacks, 2 free safeties. So it's time to start going adding, and we're gonna start with quarterback first. So we went ahead and added Tolbert. Again, we want to make sure we add players who have some kind of mobility in the backfield in hopes that that means that comes with speed. So we're looking for dual threat quarterbacks. Darren Ivey obviously seems like a good pickup because he's a dual threat quarterback. Larry Edwards seems like he could be another one, but we're going to go ahead and take a peek at some of these other positions first. We want to start filling out according to our depth chart first. So we go ahead and add Ajayi at running back. Again, I don't know necessarily how to tell with running backs this year which one would lean more towards speed, whether it's north, south, playmaker, or east, west. I'm not sure. I still have to go through a couple recruiting periods or a couple seasons where I recruit and bring in these prospects who have these traits and see which ones. And even then, it might not mean that one has speed and the other one doesn't. You never know. Only time will tell. So we're on to tight end, I'm sorry. On to right tackle. And when it comes to right tackle, when it comes to anybody on the offensive line, we want to lean heavy towards anything that could possibly have power and strength. So it's kind of hard to tell with some of these archetypes for these guys. Well-rounded seems like it could be pretty good. But again, we're going to go ahead. We're going to scout and we're going to see if the power is there. If they have power, then they'll be worthy of getting a scholarship. But also at the same time, we're going to approach this season different than the last season because we don't have as many hours as some of the top tier teams do. And with them having the new method of scouting players and it costing so many hours to scout these guys, we're going to outright start offering scholarships first and then scout second. So guards, let's see. We need about 2 more guards here. So raw strength, of course, that's going to be an obvious add because that lets me know that they're going to have power right there. Pass protector might go with that one. Agile. I know agile is pretty good as well when it comes to protecting a quarterback. So pass protector, Kevin Emery. We got 6 guards right now. Make that 7. Don't really need a center right now. Let's go ahead to edge. We need 2 edges. Let's see. Edge setter. That might be decent. Then again, probably not going to find a decent edge with speed. That's why we'll try to attack a bunch of outside linebackers and see if we can shift those guys to edge and if they pan out pretty decent. So let's see, speed rusher. See, like how it says speed rusher, that doesn't necessarily mean they have speed. I done had guys where I went after that said speed rusher and they were slow as hell. So on to the linebacking position. So we need 4 outside linebackers. So let's see. Signal caller, lurker. Lurker is probably good. Lurker is probably good because they'll be good to user across the middle. Signal caller, thumper. I would assume thumper doesn't have a ton of speed. It's probably more of a big hitter type of guy. So lurker. So anybody with a lurker, I'm going to like that. Maybe they possibly come with speed as well. Only time will tell. So we got 4 of those guys. We have about 7 spots left that we could fill out. We need at least 2 cornerbacks and 2 free safeties. So let's take a peek at these corners. Boundary, field, boundary, field, field. Let's see. Zone. A lot of these guys have us high too. First and second in interest. So that should bode well for us when it comes to recruiting these guys during the season. So we got 3 corners right now. Possibly add a 4th real quick. And then free safety, we can add 3 here. I might do 2 and then try to add a strong safety, even though it doesn't say we need one. we can, once it comes time to position changes, you can move anybody around wherever you want them at. So let's see, we got 2 in the chamber there. We got our third one, Daryl Upshaw. He's a hybrid. So that seems good enough for me right there. We're about done. Did I go through the top stories? I can't really remember, but we could probably go ahead and advance to the next week. That's going to cut it for this week. Stories for this week: Ryan Williams, number 1 in the Heisman running, with Jeremiah Smith, number 2, Lenore Sellers, 3, Cam Coleman, 4, and you also got Dylan Raiola in there as well. So Isaac Brown, All-American for Nebraska. Fluff Bothwell, that's interesting. That's got to be a computer-generated player right there. All right, so I think that's going to do it for us. We're about done, right? Oh, wait. We might not be done. Yeah, we might not be done. I forgot I can actually use some of these hours right now. I believe so. We can go ahead and offer scholarships. Let's see. Scouting. Quarterback awareness 60, speed 78. Yuck. This year is annoying me big time, because last year it was easy to find guys with speed. And I'm not saying I want it to be easy to find guys with speed, but it seems like how last year was easy to find guys with speed, it went the polar opposite this year, and they made it extremely difficult to find anybody with speed in here. So let's see, board. And see, look, this is just like I said. So he's got 79 speed, and that's at running back. That is terrible. We don't want him. So acceleration 83, that's at tight end. Speed, what is his speed? See, this is what I'm saying. It's taking all I'm trying to see is speed, and that's like the last thing they want to show you. And I'm wasting so many hours doing this. So it's really pointless. I really need to just start offering these guys scholarships. But at the same time, I could shoot myself in the foot, because as you can see, some of these guys, the speed is atrocious. I can't do anything with that. And off the bat, immediately, we only have 220 hours left. Well, 200 now, because we're flying through this. But you get the drift. So we got 200 hours. Make that 190. And we're not even halfway through. We're just on the 9th prospect right here. So awareness 67, 79 run block. Yeah, at this point, it's time to just start offering scholarships to these guys. And then we'll worry about the consequences later of them not being fully scouted or not being scouted at all. We only have 165 hours to play with. Make that 160. Let's see. Go ahead and offer him a scholarship. Tackles and any offensive lineman, I feel a lot more confident and offered them a scholarship before doing anything, before anybody else. Other guys, other positions like skill positions, I might question that a little bit more, because I don't want to offer a wide receiver a scholarship and then he has a 73 speed. What can I do with that? But we'll see. We started with 450 hours, and just like that, we're down to 70. So, and we're only on our 11th prospect. Let's see, Nate Yates. Jesus Christ! So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and use the rest of these hours on scouting and offering scholarships to these offensive linemen. We're gonna focus offensive linemen right now, and as the weeks progress, as the season goes on, we'll start navigating towards those skill positions as well. So let's see, Derek Childs. Jesus Christ. And just like that, those hours are gone, and we're only on our 14th prospect. So we're going to go ahead and advance right there. That's also going to do it for this episode. We'll get into the next phase of preseason on the next episode. As always, if you're here for the first time or you're returning and you haven't liked or subscribed already, please do so. Click that notification tab so you can stay up to speed with more of this Kent State rebuild going forward. Again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. That's been my time. Till next time.